Alright, now we're just double checking our timing on our crankshaft, and as you can see, the little dot on the bottom of the gear is lined up with a little mark on the bottom in the casing down here. And notice again the key on the top of the crankshaft up here, that's at 12 o'clock. Now this engine is slightly leaning in the car, as you can see. That's what level looks like right there. So you have to remember that. Don't point it straight up in the air. You want it to have to be parallel with the engine, the crankshaft and the cam. Okay, straight up and down. So it looks like we're ready to try to put this timing belt on. First thing we're going to do is put it on really loosely and just kind of eyeball everything, and then I'll show you how to take the slack out of it and put it on right the first try. Alright. Alright, so we're just about to put the timing belt on now, and I want to show you a little trick that I kind of taught myself. Whenever putting a timing belt on, there's a tension side and the adjustment side of the belt. Now on this engine, the part of the belt that goes around this side of the gear and then back down to the crankshaft, this side is all supposed to be tight. So there's no room for error. The other side, where it goes down and around and back down to your adjuster wheel, that's where you're going to take the slop out of your belt. So what I usually do, as we look at our marks, see how I mark the pulley against the engine. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to purposely set the gear just a smidgen off the one tooth worth off of the mark I made, which is going to cause a smidgen of slack on this side only while I'm installing it. It makes it a lot easier to put that belt on when you have just a tiny bit of slop on this side and then all the rest of the slop on the end of the adjustment end of the belt. So then once you put it on, you just turn it back into place and it should take all the slack out of the belt and it'll be aligned perfectly. Otherwise, if you leave it there and you put it on, sometimes there's a little bit of slop here, and by the time you adjust everything, it kicks it up and your timing mark will be way up here, and it'll be one tooth off of timing. When you're all done and your adjustments adjusted and your belt's tight, we should have perfect timing on our timing marks. This wheel, like I said before, the little dot down here should be straight up 90 degrees from the top of the valve cover, and same with the bottom crankshaft. So anyway, I preset this one tooth retarded on the cam, and then we're going to put the belt on and we'll take that slack out. We should be okay and everything should be lined up just like we want it.